The Calder Cup Finals continue in a place that we are very fond of. The War Memorial in Syracuse, New York. It was in this very building on the 18th day of June 2013, and in their 17th year of existence, the Grand Rapids Griffins captured their very first championship. 28 players and coaches had their names engraved on the 77th Calder Cup, the likes of Gustav Nyquist, Tomas Tatar, Jeff Hogan, Peter Mrazek, and Jem Blashill, among others. Whose names and from which team will be next? Hi again, everybody. Bob Kaiser here for a game day preview presented by Michigan First Credit Union. You know it's awfully important when my broadcast partner on radio, Larry Figursky, is here. And yes, indeed, this is a building that we love because the Griffins have gone 9-4, 0-1 here, including 3-0 in the playoffs. But man, it is going to be hostile tonight, Larry, given the fact the Griffins won the Calder Cup in this facility. These fans remember. And, of course, the Griffins won a couple of games to start this year's Calder Cup Finals. And some people think this series ought to be 1-1 instead of 2-0 Grand Rapids.
Yeah, I think a lot of the Crunch do. A lot of the Crunch players do. They played really well in Grand Rapids. They know the history the Griffins have in this building. But bottom line is, I talked to Todd Nelson this morning, and a number of the players as well who said, we love playing in a building that's hostile where we're the enemy and everybody's on top of it. It allows them to get a little more fired up for the game, and they're going to need to be. Not that we didn't get the best from Syracuse the first two games, but they've got to play their best game in this series if they have any chance to win it here tonight.
The captain, Nathan Page, who, of course, was a part of the 2013 championship team and played for the Crunch a number of years ago, he knows full well what to expect when the Griffins and Crunch get at it here in Game 3 tonight.
Well, the fans are going to be ready. They're going to be loud. They're going to be cheering on their team and probably booing us. So we're going to have to be prepared for that. But we can also feed off that energy, that excitement that they bring.
Well, speaking of awesome environments, it simply just doesn't get any better than the Van Andel Arena most nights, but especially Saturday. 10,834. The structure of the building was tested many a time throughout the course of what was wild and entertaining hockey.
Yeah, we hear so much about how the atmosphere will be here, Bob, and obviously as we experienced in 2013, our last visit before tonight's game. But we got a good feel for that at the Van Andel Arena and what it would be like. And coming in here tonight, the Griffins know they're going to face a very, very hostile crowd.
5-5 tie through regulation. It was a back-and-forth affair. The Griffins had several leads. The Crunch, to their credit, just kept coming back. Forced overtime. The overtime, Syracuse, as we mentioned, they felt like they should have probably prevailed in the hockey game, but thanks to Jared Coro, many great saves, including this beauty about halfway into the first overtime period.
But held in. Here's Tayermin at the line. A shot. Deflected. The rebound. Oh, my! That is the save of the season by Jared Coro.
So Jared Coro makes 21 saves in all through the second overtime, and the Griffins take advantage of a turnover. Tangradi to Street, and downtown Grand Rapids goes into a frenzy.
Nice play by Eric Tangradi. Back in the slot there. He's the guy who got the stick on it and poked it back out to the neutral zone.
The Griffins they copple the puck, they get it back here, Street right in front of shot, score! The Griffins win it in overtime! Ben Street, can you believe it? A turnover right at the line, and Street goes in off the feed from Tangradi.
So Grand Rapids now coming into Syracuse with a 2-0 lead in the Calder Cup Finals, improving to 9-0 at the Van Andel Arena. But now they've got to encounter, as we mentioned, a crowd and a team here that has been perfect. They too are 9-0 here at the War Memorial.
Yeah, and a lot of confidence here amongst the Crunch players, the fans around the city, that we've heard that they can continue to do that. And in essence, then take a 3-2 lead in this series and force it back to Grand Rapids. Talk about a goalie had to steal a game. Jared Coro maybe did that in overtime of Game 2. Hopefully he can get one for him here in Syracuse. But it's going to be a very, very difficult task. As Todd Nelson said, toughest of the season so far.
Man, we're going to have fun. You got to make sure you tune into our broadcast tonight. ESPN Radio 635 for the pregame show. And, of course, don't forget there's a downtown watch party again. Our good friends at Pepino's with drink and food specials. We'd be there if we could, but we've got to do the job. And, man, we are fired up about doing our job here tonight. It's just going to be an incredible atmosphere here.
And a great treat to follow a championship team. But both teams have been excellent. The play's been really good. The pace has been excellent. It's just been really, really entertaining hockey. And I'm assuming we'll get it tonight and for the rest of the series as long as it may go.
All right, we'll do our best to paint some pictures and make you feel like you are here with us. Game 4, of course, is Friday, but let's focus on this one here tonight as the Griffins look to grab a 3-0 lead in the series. Griffins and Crunch coming your way again on ESPN 961, 635 pregame coverage. Thanks for joining us. That's been our game day preview presented by Michigan First Credit Union.